Hi, this is Drew Montell with the Ernie Ball Company, here to show you how to install our chord and string kits for our Ernie Ball volume pedals and VP Juniors. We have two kits available, one for our VP Junior line and one for our VP line, but the assembly directions are just the same. We can start by going through what comes with the kit. You get your instructions, of course the spring, and two chords. One longer than the other, and one with the red tip and one with a silver tip. For the tools for this project, you'll need a Phillips head screwdriver, and I like to use a hooking mechanism. You can use a bent paper clip or a wire that you bend, just something to hold the spring in place. And I also sometimes like to use an Allen wrench or something that you can use to manipulate the string a little bit. I'm going to clear off the table here. Okay, as you can see, we have an Ernie Ball volume pedal, slightly modified to give you better visuals of what exactly it is we're going to be doing today. So let's get started. What we do first is we have to remove the module from the front of the pedal by flipping the pedal over, taking your Phillips head screwdriver, and removing the two screws in the front. This releases the module from the chassis. And finally, we have to remove the three wires with the connector. And now we're ready to do the replacement. You can tell we've already removed the springs and strings that were in the pedal before, ready for our new versions. All right, so we take the shorter of the two chords, the one with the silver tip, and we pinch the end here just to make it nice and tight so that we can put it into the eyelet in the rear top plate. Once the rear cord is through the eyelet, you take the cord and going from the back of the pedal to the front, you slide it underneath the rear cross shaft, pulling it out the side of the pedal. So that you can take your spring and loop it through the cord, only to drop it down through the back of the pedal so that you can hook the spring with your hooking mechanism and pull it tight. And now the pedal is in its toe-up position, which is where we'll need it for the front cord. Taking the longer of the two cords with the red tip, we'll pinch the end again and slide this one carefully through the front eyelet of the top plate. And now for wrapping the cord around the front pulley. First, we'd like to make sure that the front pulley is in its counterclockwise most position, which is rotating towards the front of the pedal. And we'll be wrapping the cord from the back of the pulley to the front of the pulley 3 times around, going from the post towards the outside of the pedal. The goal here is to make sure that the cord does not get twisted and does not overlap itself. And this is where this comes into play, where we slowly and carefully just push the cord back around the pulley to allow for a nice tight wrap. Be sure to maintain constant pressure or tension on the cord, and be sure that the pulley does not rotate at all. Okay, now that we've wrapped it 3 times, it's time to loop the spring onto the front cord by creating a small loop and hooking the spring directly into that loop. Now you can see the cords are a little bit loose as of now, and that's because we need to take our hooking mechanism and very carefully, allowing the pedal to droop down a little bit, wrap it around the front idler pulley. Now that's the black pulley on the brass shaft right there in the front. And now you can see the pedal is nice and tight. However, you'll notice the heel of the pedal does not touch the bottom. And this is where you need to make sure that the pulley is in the correct position and the cord is wrapped around in the right place on that pulley so that you get full heel down and full toe down positions. In order to do this, we need to take our hook, grab the spring, and ever so gently pulling a little bit on that spring to allow for the cords to loosen up around the pulley, push the heel down. The front cord will wrap around the pulley into a new position, allowing the pedal to stay in its down position and its up position. Finally, we need to again make sure that the pulley is in its most counterclockwise position. And now the cord and the spring have been reattached to the pedal. We just simply need to attach the module the way we found it, in this case with the brown wire on the outside of the pedal, flipping it upside down and attaching it with the screws, starting by hand and finishing with the screwdriver. And be careful not to over-tighten these screws. And there you have it. I'm Drew Montell. Thanks for checking out the demonstration on replacing your spring and string kit in your Ernie Ball volume pedal. Check out ernieball.com for more product information.